This is ILTV on the Hour, bringing you the biggest stories from Israel and the Middle East in just 5 minutes. I'm Lidar Lazi, and today is day 685 of the war in Gaza. Let's get into all the top headlines at this hour. Iran has launched a major 2-day military exercise, its first since the 12-day war with Israel. The exercise, dubbed Iqtidal 1404 or Sustainable Power 1404, is taking place in the Indian Ocean and involves naval and air forces, as well as drone and missile launch platforms and electronic warfare capabilities. The military drill comes amid increased rhetoric from Iranian political and military leaders, threatening Israel and the United States, saying the war could resume at any moment. And moving on to the war in Gaza, the first stage of the IDF Gaza City assault is underway. The army has begun the process of encircling Gaza City in preparation to the major offensive, with tens of thousands of reservists called up to take part in the maneuvers. IDF spokesperson Brigadier General Efi Deflin said that Hamas is a battered and bruised guerrilla force and not the organized military force that it was until Operation Gideon's Chariots. The army is moving forward after the Prime Minister ordered a reduction in the timeline for taking control of Hamas strongholds and carrying out and completing the operation.
בהתאם להנחיית הדרג המדיני ולאחר אישור התוכניות על ידי הרמטכ"ל, צה"ל החל בשלב הבא במערכה, שלב ב' במבצע מרכבות גדעון. אנחנו לא מחכים. התחלנו את הפעולות המקדימות והשלבים הראשוניים במתקפה על העיר עזה. וכבר עכשיו, כוחות צה"ל אוחזים בפאתי העיר עזה. אנחנו נעמיק את הפגיעה בחמאס בעיר עזה, מעוז טרור שלטוני וצבאי של ארגון הטרור. נעמיק את הפגיעה בתשתיות הטרור מעל ומתחת לקרקע, וננתק את תלות האוכלוסייה בחמאס.
And as the operation is underway at this time, Israel has decided not to send a negotiation team to the hostage for ceasefire talks in Doha, Qatar. Israel has yet to officially respond to the Hamas acceptance of the ceasefire proposal, and in the meantime plans to move forward with the IDF operation to capture Gaza City. Meanwhile, Minister of Strategic Affairs Ron Dermer met in France with leading Qatari officials to discuss the Hamas hostage deal response. The discussions are taking place against the backdrop of a Hamas proposal, backed by mediators Egypt and Qatar, for a partial deal that would include the release of 10 living hostages and a 60-day ceasefire. Israel has said that it is interested in a full, comprehensive deal that sees the release of all the hostages. And in other diplomatic news, Israel has reopened its embassy in Zambia for the first time in more than 50 years, signaling a new chapter in relations between Jerusalem and Lusaka. In an historic ceremony in Lusaka, Israel's Foreign Minister Gideon Sa'ar and his Zambian counterpart, Mulambo Haimbe, inaugurated Israel's new embassy. The move comes more than half a century after Zambia closed its embassy following the 1973 Yom Kippur War. Diplomatic ties between the two countries were first established in 1966, severed 7 years later, and restored in 1991. In 2015, Zambia opened its own embassy in Tel Aviv. And now, with Israel's return to Lusaka, Sa'ar emphasized that relations go beyond politics or economics. They're rooted in shared values and faith. The reopening also reflects Israel's broader strategy of strengthening partnerships across Africa at a time when its diplomatic ties in other parts of the world face challenges. And those are the updates at this hour. Join us every hour on the hour here on ILTV for the latest news out of Israel and the Middle East. I'm Lidar Lazi. Thanks for watching.